The battle for Bihar is heating up as the campaign begins. Junior Home Minister from the Modi government, Nityanand Rai, in an election rally in Vaishali district of Bihar, said if the RJD comes to power, terrorists from Kashmir are going to find a foothold in the state of Bihar. Now, many people are asking, will the election be fought on the 15 years report card of Sushashan Babu or the alleged Jungle Raj of, in comparison to the previous 15 years of Lalu Prasad Yadav? Or are these issues, Kashmir, Pakistan, all these issues suddenly find voice, suddenly find noise just ahead of the elections? Are the local people even amused by all this?
With just days to go for Bihar elections, political dangle in the state has taken an ugly turn. Union Minister and BJP's Yadav face Nityanand Rai has warned voters that terrorists from Kashmir will take shelter in Bihar if Lalu Yadav's RJD wins power. Rai incidentally handles Home Ministry, which is in charge of the law and order in Kashmir. Tearing into the BJP, the RJD demanded the Union Minister's resignation. It accused the Saffron Party of diverting attention from real issues.
अफसोस हो रहा है वो केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल में यहाँ बेरोजगारी का मुद्दा, मुजफ्फरपुर की बच्चियों का मुद्दा, कोरोना संक्रमण में बिहार सरकार की नाकामी मुद्दा है। क्या बात कर रहे हैं? पाकिस्तान, चीन, कश्मीर के आतंकवादी। ये बिहार का चुनाव है। हर बिहारी आहत महसूस कर रहा है, अपमानित महसूस कर रहा है। आपने बहुत बड़ी तोहमत लगा दी है।
The Congress called Rai's statement an insult to Bihar.
गृह राज्य मंत्री के पद पर बैठे हुए व्यक्ति का इस तरह का बयान देना कतई भी न्यायोचित नहीं है, न तो ये जमहूरियत के लिए, न देश के संविधान के लिए, और ये बिहार का अपमान कर रहे हैं।
Rai himself seemed at a loss of words when confronted over his terror remark.
चलिए नमस्कार सर, तेजस्वी यादव ने बोला है कि मुद्दे को क्यों नहीं बात करते आपके कश्मीर वाले बयान पे।
The BJP's ally JDU downplayed Rai's statement.
मेरे गृह राज्य मंत्री ने इसलिए कहा, भाषण की लौ में कहा, और वो गृह राज्य मंत्री हैं, उनको पता है कि देश में आतंकी कहां-कहां पनाह ले सकते हैं। उन्होंने कह दिया। अब इसको मुद्दा बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है, हम ऐसी नौबत ही नहीं आने देंगे।
As elections are approaching, the big question remains, will Bihar election be fought on Nitish Kumar's Sushashan report card, or will the BJP have to resort to its tried and tested formula of Hindutva and fear-mongering over Kashmir terror? Bureau Report, India Today.
Why is it that there is this tried and tested formula as far as the elections are concerned? Why aren't the report card, the Sushashan Babu's, in fact, 15-year-old legacy, the big question in Bihar? Why is it that the NDA's ally, JDU's ally, BJP possibly doesn't have that same confidence in the report card of the Chief Minister? And this is why I'm putting out these questions which we are going to debate on 6 p.m. Prime. Will the polls be fought on Nitish Kumar's report card, or the Kashmir bogey is going to rule the roost? Can Kashmir rhetoric win Chief Minister's seat in Bihar? Will nationalism take precedence over local issues? And is Nityanand Rai's statement an admission of centre's Kashmir policy failure if he thinks that there are going to be terrorists who are going to, in fact, shift base from Kashmir to Bihar if the RJD comes to power? Joining me now on the broadcast is Anshul Avijit. He's the spokesperson of the Congress Party. Mr. Guru Prakash is the spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He's also joining us. Rahul Srivastav, National Affairs Editor, India Today, also with us on the broadcast. Rahul, before I go to our political guest, very quickly, just sum this up, because this is not the first election where suddenly Kashmir, terrorism, Pakistan has found mention specifically coming from the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders.
Ankit, you see, for a political party like the BJP, an election campaign is like a layered cake, in which you do caste, you do communal angle, you do what the governments have done. And this time around, the BJP is very well aware that the Nitish currency value is down. definitely the last 2-3 years have not been really what the BJP can talk about, especially the migrants issue. And that is why a layering of communal tones is being added. And Ankit, it's nothing new. Nityanand ji is basically echoing what Amit Shah did in the last elections. If I remember rightly, it was a Raxaul rally in 2015 when after 2 phases, Amit Shah suddenly came out with a statement in which I will read, अगर बीजेपी गलती से बिहार में हारती है तो जय पराजय बिहार में होगी, पटाखे पाकिस्तान में छूटेंगे. Sushil Modi, Deputy Chief Minister right now and one of the prominent faces of BJP, he said if the BJP wins Diwali in India, if UPA wins celebrations in Pakistan. At that time, in 2015, Ankit, interestingly, the BJP had released ads in which it had talked about Nitish Kumar being soft on terrorism. Because at the time of arrest of Yasin Bhatkal of Indian Mujahideen, there was BJP alleged there was not very tough action. I think the BJP is adding a layer of communal tone, forgetting this time around it is not Pakistan, but actually China, which is a national security issue.
Yes, Rahul, stay on with me. Let me just get in Mr. Guru Prakash, on this. Mr. Guru Prakash, as Rahul was saying, does the Bharatiya Janata Party have no confidence in the work of their ally, the Chief Minister, the face of your NDA alliance in Bihar, Mr. Nitish Kumar, that you have to resort to issues like terrorism and Kashmir? Are you going to tell me that for the voter of Bihar, the most important thing right now is to, in fact, plant the seeds that the opposition party, which is fighting the election, is soft on terror?
Ankit, I would like to make a couple of things clear. That before the observations made by the Honorable Union Minister of Home Affairs, Minister of State Shri Nityanand Rai, you would also see the speech made by the party president Shri JP Nadda in Gaya only 2 days ago, where he gave you the detail, the entire report card of what we have done in the last 15 years and what we are going to do in the next 5 years or the 10 years. Our Chief Minister, Shri Nitish Kumar, our Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Sushil Kumar Modi, has time and again spoken about all the development initiative, all the landmark initiative that we have 15 years. Even as far as today's observation by Shri Nityanand Rai is concerned, nowhere in his compromise when it comes to internal security.
I think there is some audio issue there with Mr. Okay. Mr. Guru Prakash, I think there is some trouble in your line. We'll try and fix that, sir, because your audio is coming and going. But, let me just quickly get in a word till the time we fix that line from Mr. Anshul Abhijit. Why is it that suddenly, Anshul, just during the election time, Mr. Guru Prakash was telling us that, they have been talking about issues. And even if I believe that, then it also becomes quite stark that even when they have so much to talk about the work that they have done in 15 years, why is it that the elections, right from Gujarat with Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaking about Pakistan, to Mr. Amit Shah speaking in 2015, and now Mr. Nityanand Rai, it seems to be, as Rahul was saying, a very clever ploy for the voters in Bihar?
Well, there's nothing very clever about it. The answer is very clear. When they have their backs to the wall, this is what they do. These guys, these gentlemen are serial offenders to this kind of policy and this kind of rhetoric. Now, my friend Guru Prakash said, the Honorable MOS Home. I mean, he said his entire name. There's nothing honorable about him. This is the most repugnant statement I've heard. I'm sure this is not the last of it. You used the word, is this going to amuse the people of Bihar? I would say it's going to distress the people of Bihar. And this is the nationalization of a Bihari agenda. Nobody in Bihar cares from this kind of agenda apart from its local politics, which is berozgari, which is farmers' distress, which is the falling levels of existence in Bihar. Nobody actually cares about that. This is an old bogey of civilizational conflict, Ankit, for which the BJP and its ideologues have been doing spin doctoring, which has been they've been promoting, and there's this evangelism for the last 100 years, in which you attempt to falsify the narrative through a civilizational conflict. This is a part of that very agenda which will continue.
Okay. We'll just let's get in a quick word. Mr. Guru Prakash is back, but Mr. Guru Prakash, I hope you remember what happened in 2015. I mean, I don't know whether celebrations did take place in Pakistan, but there were certainly celebrations in an alliance which was fighting against you. What happened post that, 2.5 years post that, that is a different issue, but that backfired in 2015. What gives you the confidence this time that bringing in Kashmir and Terra would possibly going to pay the dividends?
Ankit, I have patiently heard your question and the observations made by my friend Anshul Abhijit. Now let me respond to it very patiently. You look at the track record. I'm time and again saying that what he was suggesting is in the law and order context. In the 15 years rule of RJD, Lakshmanpur Bathe massacre 1996, 56 Dalit women and child included killed. Shankar Biga massacre 1999, 23 Dalits killed. Bara massacre 1992, Bathani Tola 1996, Afsar 2000. Apart from all this, Sayyid Shahabuddin, the member of parliament of the RJD, in his house, there was an AK-47 found, which was linked to Lashkar-e-Taiba. Lashkar-e-Taiba, as we all know, is an international terrorist organization. So, I'm only suggesting that as far as internal security is concerned, as far as law and order is concerned, we are not going to make any compromise on that. And as far as the 2020 assembly elections are concerned, our motto since the day one has been Jan Jan Ki Pukar, Atmanirbhar Bihar. Unlike the Mahagathbandhan motto, which is Tejasvi Sarkar, they are focusing on an individual, we are focusing on the idea. On our imagination, there is Bihar. On our imagination, there is Bihar.
Anshul Abhijit, the BJP contends that it was taken out of context because they were talking about internal security and they are reminding the people of the alleged Jungle Raj under Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav. Is it going to be the election going to be 15 years of Nitish versus 15 years of Lalu Prasad Yadav?
Do you seriously believe that, Ankit? I mean, Rahul, your own correspondent pointed out how these gentlemen out there are serial offenders to saying all kinds of vile and repugnant statements which infuse communal tension. Are you going to say that this was taken out of context? No, this was very much in context. This has been the agenda of the BJP time and again, particularly when their backs are to the wall. And this time in the election, they find that their backs are to the wall because the state is collapsing. All human development indices have failed here. And they find that they cannot bring any relief to the people. What are they going to confront the people with? So they are going to make such kind of statements. The problem is the kind of fault lines they are creating will India will have to bear the cost for that for years and years to come because they keep making them.
Okay.
Gentlemen,
let's leave it there. I'm completely out of time on this discussion. Sir, two questions each. I had the time and I gave you time to, in fact, answer. I also gave 2 questions to the Congress. So please, equal time to both of you gentlemen. But I'm completely out of time on this at this moment. Thank you for joining me. The fact is that the elections, the people of Bihar would be looking at the report card of Sushashin Babu. Do they feel that their life has been made better under Nitish Kumar in comparison to the 15 years that were under Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav? That is going to be possibly the most clinching factor. Can Nitish Kumar override the anti-incumbency? That possibly will happen by talking about the issues that matter to people, not by equating opposition to sympathetic towards the terrorists.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.